we're going to be reviewing your date ideas. And I'm really curious to see what you guys have cooked. Now we're gonna be going through each single one of them. I expect good things from you. So, first one, 50 CS suitcase openings. I have the cases and you buy all the keys. That is the first date application that we got. Let me tell you right quick. That does not sound like a bad idea. But making me buy the keys on a date? That's criminal. You're supposed to pay for everything. Whoever submitted this, I'll have to think about it. Guys, we're not even at a restaurant and I already have to go 50-50. It's so cooked. I might have to pass on this date offer, but honestly, I would like take it if you like, you bought the keys too. That would be like a W. After seeing the first one, I'm like scared, okay? Probably a picnic in the snow-covered woods next to a sizable campfire. Oh, we build a snowman, some snow angels, and have a snowball fight. With it being cold, we huddle around the campfire to get warm again. Oh, this one is already like a step ahead, you know? It's not the CS cookies. At least we're like warm, because I was like thinking, what if we like get cold? But we can snuggle and stuff, and that is really cute. We can build a snowman. Chat, I've never built a snowman.
He's crazy.
I'm afraid I've never built a snowman in my life. We can have a first time about that. That's really cute. I like this idea. See? The snowball fight. I will win. I may have not built a snowman, but I was having plenty of snowball fights. My throws are very mean. Be careful. Feel threatened. We wake up after a crash landing with nothing but some scrap iron and copper in our pockets. We mine stone to craft a furnace and produce more iron and copper. We get attacked by the local insect population. We grow, build a factory, and expand to space. The spaghetti is disgusting, but the factory was grown. Date idea survive. I don't know how to feel about that one. I kind of would like hope to not wake up after a crash landing. I may as well just like stay asleep. Not how kidding, but you know what? Sure, let's expand our empire together. If I could go on a date with you, Veli, I imagine us wandering slowly through the Christmas... Oh, finally a sweet one! Through the Christmas market stalls, the lights glowing softly around us and the air filled with the scent of spices. I choose small gifts for you along the way. Little things that feel like pieces of the one we're sharing. Ah! This is so cute. Later we'd go ice skating. Let's go! Laughing quietly as we hold on to each other to keep our balance. And to end the date, we'd sit close on a Ferry wheel with our shoulders touching, the city lights moving slowly beneath us. Yo, boo, that's so cute! That sounds really cozy. This is like the first actual date idea that we get that is an actual date idea. Another thing, I've never been on a Ferris wheel as well. Every single time I wanted to go on a Ferris wheel, you know what they would tell me? The queue is too long. It's too expensive. Chat, take example. This is how you submit a date idea. We enter this small town that appears to have people turning into violent beasts. Grab a weapon. It's time to hunt. We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood. Fear the old blood. We're on the 6th submission, and we have like, you know, the very demure, the very sweet entries, and then we have CSGO case opening. We must survive and fight the blood. There's a stark contrast in between the two, and I find that really funny. I've never played Bloodborne. 10 out of 10 submission. We meet up at a cafe and sit on one of the tables in the less crowded areas to have a comfy conversation with a relaxing atmosphere. We talk about our interests, like our favorite animes, mangas, and hobbies over coffee. After I pay for the W! You said everything you needed to say. No 50-50. I pull out my sketchbook and begin to draw. Draw me like one of your French girls. We spend the last hours of the evening sitting in the sand talking about life and what our future plans would be. This is so cute. The fact that I'm gonna like get drawn is my favorite part about this, because I actually really like getting drawn. Thank you for submitting, Fluffy. That was really sweet. All right, listen up. Oh, whoa. All right, I'm listening. I bring you along on a hike to the mountains. I'm scared. I've never been on a hike. I'm scared. It's actually not a mountain at all. It's just a hill. Okay, I like that. But it feels like one because I'm the fat one. Wait, what? Wait. I bring out the snacks. I start the fire. We eat our little strawberries covered in chocolate. W, I love that. Yeah, I love fruit covered in chocolate and candy. That's amazing. But we enjoy each other's company like an old married couple. A sudden noise alerts us both. Especially you because you have such sweet big ears. Sweet big ears. Are you insulting me? Are you telling me I'm big? First instinct is fear as we hug each other like straight out of a horror movie scene where the two main characters are about to get smacked. That fear is gone as fast as it came when a small wild caracal appears. Hold up! You stare at it as in wonder and happiness before spotting a small collar on it with something tied to the side of the collar. The master plan is unfolding. The supposedly wild caracal walks up to you like nothing's wrong. Maybe because you're basically one of its cousins, or maybe it's something else. It lets out a small tilting its head to show the object tied to its collar. A letter? You slowly open and take the letter, watching the animal just yeet itself out of there as quickly as it arrived. What the fuck? Anyway, you open the letter, reading the words, and it is a love confession from yours truly. I went through heaven and hell to train that caracal, by the way. The plot twist in this is insane. Genshi might have the best girlfriend, even though she might be cheating on me right now. That's a W right there. You know what? Sure. I'll take it. Absolute cinema of a story. I'm more of a chill kind of guy. He's just a chill guy. So I'd choose a homemade dinner. For the food, I'd go with a creamy pasta to start like carbonara, followed by a main course of red meat like a steak with a few side dishes, and a dessert to end on a sweet note. After dinner, I'd love to relax together, either watching a movie or simply cuddling. Peak. It's just the chill, making food together, or like just sharing a homemade dinner and then just like cozy laying together, and that's perfect. The only concern I have is this one. You would make carbonara for me. Do you know who you're dealing with? You're dealing with an Italian. If you're making carbonara like you're making your Alfredo, there's a chance I will, you know, get up and leave, like respectfully. Thank you for the submission, by the way. We spend the evening home and order pizza for dinner. Who needs to go somewhere fancy when we can make our own place fancy? After that, we'd end up smashing, as in playing Super Smash Bros. What were you thinking? So pizza and Super Smash Bros. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think you had me in the first half, but not in the second one. That's kind of sus. Nice and simple. Where are we going? A restaurant. Nothing too fancy, so we stay in our comfy clothes. Order whatever you want. I already have $300 worth of credit card debt. Payday is tomorrow. I'll be silent for the rest of the day because I'm listening to you yap about your hyperfixation. You expect the flowers as a gift, but in reality, it's a fan art of you. You know what? That would be like cute and unusual in a way. You know, it would be like, oh, I didn't get you flowers, but like, look, I got you this piece of art on VGen. That's like peak. That's like modern flowers to a VTuber. Though I will say, I don't really have a hyperfixation. I think like my only one would be like maybe Dexter, but it's not like I'm obsessed with Dexter, right? But I like Dexter. A beach date by the sunset and drinking fruity drinks, getting a tan. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a no for me. But first of all, I'm a VTuber. What do you mean getting a tan? Going outside, getting a tan? No, that's a no for me. I'm literally a vampire. If I could, I would just like walk out with like an umbrella. Start our date going to a cozy cafe where we can sit and talk and get to know each other better. The next stop will be going to an arcade to play games and try to win new prizes. The last stop will be a sushi restaurant! Let's go! The first sushi restaurant mentioned in 20 apps. I'm like a happy child. The last stop will be a sushi restaurant with a conveyor belt. Oh, it's a conveyor belt? Oh no. I don't like conveyor belt sushis. Unless it's in Japan, they're the worst. You were doing so well. Why does it have to be a conveyor belt? I appreciate the sushi restaurant, but from my experience, chat, every conveyor belt I've been to is so bad. But I like the rest of the ideas. It's the first person who mentions the sushi restaurants, like that's a big W, because they know I like sushi. You just like missed one itty bitty step. In an afternoon after lunch, I dropped by a your place with a small bouquet of allium flowers. Oh, these are so cute. Lilies are my favorite flower, but since I own cats, I cannot get them, which is really sad. But I really like them. And lilies are really cool. Too bad they're toxic for cats. I'd bring a small vase just in case. Oh, that's so thoughtful. Oh, that is really thoughtful. I try to make you laugh with corny jokes if I can. Then just take our time admiring the sunset with you. And when it's time, I'll walk you home and give you a hug and tell you how much I appreciate getting to know you and greet you good night. And I let you know that I left a small gift within the bucket, a necklace. And I hope you get to wear it next time on our date. Oh, this is like all signs of like thoughtfulness. And I really love a man who is thoughtful. If I say maybe one day that like, oh, I'm craving like a snack, and then I just like get a snack, it's super cheap, but it's like the thought that counts, right? And I'm kind of like the same with like my partners. I kind of like, I will always pay attention to what they say. If they say, oh, I want this, or like, oh, I kind of want that, I will always like try to like get them that. I don't know. That's just my love language. What is the date plan with Veli? Cooking date. Okay, I'm so sorry, but this one was really funny. After like seeing how much thoughtfulness and like, you know, depth people have put in these apps, no more details shared. This guy was like held at a gunpoint, tied to a chair, cooking it. It's okay. I will save you from your misery. I will say no. Go to a scary place so you can protect and comfort the other person. Who's the other person? Is there like a third person in the room? So it's just gonna be me, this person, and then like the other person on the date. No, you know what? We can all just like as three just go to a scary place and we can like comfort the other person. I agree with that. You know, that's a W. For our date, I propose my 3-course meal of a date. We start off with an activity, something like go-karting, mini golf, or maybe even just a walk in a park during autumn when all the leaves are red and orange. After we're done with that, we would go to a cozy cat cafe. A cat cafe! That's so cute! Where we would have cakes, pastries, and coffee or tea. Ah, this is the perfect like balanced date. The only thing is that, guys, as much as I find like cat cafes cute, I feel like every time I've been to like a cat cafe, the cats are always like nowhere to be seen. You know, when you go to a cat cafe, you most of the time expect like cats to like be very cuddly or like friendly, and there's like so many rules that you have to respect in a cat cafe. So, you know, the picture with like the cats, it would be like hard because like the cats are like would be just minding their business, and that's just like cats being cats, you know. So like, you know, what about an owl cafe? I've never been to an owl cafe, but that sounds really cute. That sounds incredibly cute. We would start by tracking the patterns of the guards on duty, marking when and where they take their breaks and how frequently, making special note of shift changes, and then wait, you meant date? Oh, I know a quiet spot in the woods just out of town. We could relax in nature away from stress of the city. Wait, what? Sounds like going on a date with Solid Snake. I don't know who Solid Snake is. This one is also like a scary date idea, because like going in the woods on a first date sounds fucking terrifying. This sounds like you're trying to like set me up for something. I would never go on a first date in the woods, like ever. It needs to be in public. It needs to be like some like, well, not necessarily public, but it needs to be somewhere I am either comfortable with or either in public. That's a massive no walk in the woods. Hell no. We're at the last entry. After a nice meal at the local Spoons, we go back to Premier Inn. I made you pay. All right, guys, we're done. We're done with the dates for today. Thank you guys so much for submitting all your date ideas. Once back in the room, I set up my laptop and a mouse and coach you how to stop blaming teammates in legal flair. Me? I think you might be queuing up with the wrong type of people. Thank you so much for submitting your application, Chad. We saw very nice and cute entries, and we also saw questionable ones. Overall, it was super cute and super wholesome, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.